Goodbye 2020.
안녕하세요.
저는 방탄소년단 마감막내 전정쿡입니다.
최민준입니다. 서스칼디.
안녕하세요. 저는 에미입니다. 저는 최혜정입니다. This is my annual look back on the year video. This time I'm joined with this one. 2020. What a crappy year. So many things. So obviously it wouldn't be a video about 2020 without mentioning quarantine. Because if I mention the actual name, I might not get monetized. Quarantines sucked for a lot of people. Everyone. Like, we all know what happened. And it's all very scary. It was very scary when we found out about it. And people lost jobs. People lost lives. People lost loved ones. Everyone just lost so much. Beginning of the year, we weren't together. I was up in the mountains in the snow, which I was supposed to be there for a month. I was there for a couple weeks, not very long.
And I put my foot down and I said, I'm coming to get you.
Because Australia had really bad fires.
Yeah.
Like scary stuff. I was scared. I was away from home. I was in the mountains. That's very secluded. And for Stephen as well, being here, not knowing what was happening, not what to do. The reception where I wasn't great. So it was a very, very scary time. We got evacuated. So then quarantine was starting. Things were starting to get a lot more hectic with quarantine. Lots of things. And then lots of things happening around the world with that. The Black Lives Matter movement started to pick up a lot of pace. And it's important. And a lot more people were trying to contribute. I mean, the world just kind of fell apart in 2020. And there wasn't anything that anyone could really do. Still an issue, people. We haven't gotten rid of it. Just be smart, be safe.
Follow the rules.
Be smart, be safe. Alright. So I normally do some categories of like best and the worst. I only have 2 of like best and worst because, again, not a lot of stuff was happening. So movies. These are movies that came out in 2020. Because if we were doing just movies that we watched in 2020, we watched a lot of movies. We watched all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We watched all of Star Wars. We watched Big Hero 6. He watched Big Hero 6 for the first time. We watched a lot of movies. We watched Train to Busan.
That was good.
But we're not counting that one in this category because it didn't
We
come
didn't
out
go to
in
the cinema
2020.
and see it.
No. And I'm so bummed because Peninsula came out, which is supposed to be like the second one of that, but we couldn't go and see it. So I'm waiting for that to come out on something that we can watch. So if you know where I can watch that legally, let me know. We really only saw 2 movies that came out.
We literally
in
did.
2020. Doolittle. Yes. With Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland and
John Cena
and Antonio Banderas, and so many more. That one is the best out of the 2.
Oh, yeah.
We decided. So Doolittle. It's so funny. It is so funny. And like Robert Downey Jr. is just...
He's gold.
Such an amazing, amazing actor. It's aimed for children. It's like it's a children's movie. It's a fun, like, good, like...
It was happy.
It's a happy. It's a comedy. It is so funny. But I wasn't sitting there going, this is a movie literally aimed to children who think children are dumb, who this and this and this. It was a smart movie. It was a fun movie. It was a funny movie. It was just amazing, and I really loved it.
They didn't try and go with the same Doolittle as Dr. Doolittle.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. They completely changed it and went a completely different direction, which was good, because I would have struggled had they have tried to do
like a sequel to it or
kind
something.
of.
Yeah. Now the second one was so close to being 2021. Came out on Boxing Day.
Yeah, we watched it on Boxing Day.
Yes. Wonder Woman 1984. Now, do not come for me, DC fans. We love superhero movies. We love DC, we love Marvel, we love it. We've both seen the original Wonder Woman and liked it. We're not saying that we hated the movie. It was a brilliant movie. We really enjoyed it.
It was executed well.
But
we picked it apart once we finished watching it.
And we're not trying to spoil anything. The very last scene of the entire movie got me the most excited.
Oh, the after credit scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
That got me the most excited. It was a good movie. And when you were watching it, you're like, I'm immersed in it. This is great. This is awesome. I really like it. It wasn't it's a completely different genre than Doolittle.
Yeah.
But as a whole, because we like to pick apart movies and talk about them afterwards. After picking apart both of the movies and looking at both of them side by side, Doolittle...
We didn't really pick apart Doolittle. There was not much we could pick apart with Doolittle.
I think...
It was just...
The other thing, like, you know how Marvel is very much comedic?
Mm.
But since the Green Lantern, DC's kind of staying away from that.
Mm.
I think in parts of Wonder Woman that were supposed to be funny and wasn't executed
100%.
well enough. Yes, that's just our opinions. Both of them are very good movies. Alright, so then moments we have. These ones are moments for our personal lives.
Mm.
Not so good. The worst moment probably of my life
And that we've had as a couple.
Was we had a miscarriage earlier this last year. We don't know what exactly happened. We had a burial. We buried our baby Rosalind in my mother's backyard, and every time we go over there we can go and see Rosalind. Along with that, just with death in personal life, my family dog died as well, and my dad's cat. So
wow, you had quite a few deaths last year.
It was very hard. Personally, yeah. I know a lot of death has happened, but that was extremely hard for me personally. I mean, you've seen both of them on my channel. You've seen my dad's cat, Veggie, and my family, my mum's dog, BJ. BJ! Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, she's so cute. But she was very old. They were both very, very old. They were both at the minimum 13. Good moment. I got 2 jobs. I now have the 2 jobs. I work at a cocktail bar and I also work at a retail store. The best moment of 2020.
Was it really the best moment?
Best moment, Mung proposed to me.
Amy's ring, and that's her favourite member's character that he made. Totally.
I'm marrying Mung, guys. So excited. This one proposed. It was a total not shock.
Thanks.
Oh, I knew exactly what was happening. Debuts. Best debuts of 2020. Our babies. And Nathan. Like, that was an amazing debut. Can I just say, O-M-O, or more. I'm very excited to see what the babies can do. Kai.
Oh, yeah.
You need to put on a shirt and go sit in the corner next to Session because he'll bring you right back down to ground level. I'm surprised it's taken this long for him to debut as a solo. Honestly, he debuted in EXO in 2012. But you look at Baekhyun, who's debuted in EXO and in EXO CBX and as an actor and as a solo.
Anyway, I'm just saying. Like,
in 8 years! Don't even get me started with Mark. When did he first debut?
which band?
Yeah, I know. When was Mark's first debut? But yes, very excited for Kai.
Mr. Wonho.
Yes, Wonho debuted as a solo artist, and it was on
Put
the floor.
a freaking shirt on, boy.
It was too much to handle. But don't worry, honey. We need to keep an open mind.
I had an open mind, alright. Don't you worry.
Keep an open mind, girl. Amazing. I'm so happy. I was so ecstatic to see him back performing. The comebacks. I love all of the comebacks. I love Stray Kids. Honestly, if I did like this, I'd be naming like all of the comebacks. And we do not have time for that.
No.
So we have TXT. They released 2 albums in 2020. The Eternity and Blue Hour. Which are amazing. Because Puma and Blue Hour. Puma, Blue Hour.
I played.
We Lost the Summer. We Lost the Summer.
I played Puma non-stop for so long.
That's what I've done. Like, these are the best ones that I've said best because these are the albums that we played the songs from
all the time.
Like, on constant replay.
Yeah.
Next one is our twins. Bantan Soyeondan. Map of the Soul 7.
Yes.
Anyone? Map of the Soul 7. And their Japanese version of Map of the Soul 7. Like, it was just insane what BTS has done. Like, with Dynamite, I mean, come on, do I have to explain that? We have Dynamite, we have On, we have Filter, Jimin, Moon, Jin, My Time, Jungkook, Inner Child, B. It was Shadow, Persona,
Sugar. Yeah,
and then Ego. Because I'm tagging it on so I can technically have 5, but it's still 4. Doshita. D2. Sugar's mixtape. Oh my god. NCT 2020. It was only recent.
Resonate.
Yes. There was so many. So I said just NCT 2020 because that also incorporates all of them because I've been listening to Work It and Kick It and Punch for ages. Just on repeat. Plus NCT includes Wavy. All of the songs, all of NCT 2020.
And then Wavy. What's the other one by Wavy that I really loved? Turn Back Time.
Turn Back Time.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was last year.
Yes.
That I feel like that's been out for so long. Stop, rewind, too.
Wasn't there another one by Wave E? I swear there was.
Bad Alive.
That's it. That's the other one.
Turn Back Time and Bad Alive.
Yes.
I'm alive in my bag like what? Monster X. They released Fantasia and they released Fatal Love. Naming everything now. Special mention to Super M, Wigon 100, Horangi, and Astro with Annie. Now, just quickly, we're gonna go back to Not So Great. There was so much death last year.
Oh, yeah.
These ones were the celebrities that, one, I heard the most about, and two, that affected me the most.
Affected us the most.
Yeah.
Especially the first one.
So the first one, I'll let Stephen talk about.
So, good old Mr. Sean Connery. Knock knock.
Is there?
Dish. This is a Sean Connery chandelier, and this is a stick-up. That was the joke that my mum taught me when I was growing up as a Sean Connery joke. So I loved Sean Connery. I've seen him in so many countless movies.
So the next one, Chadwick
Right,
Boseman.
yeah.
It was a complete shock.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman plays T'Challa, Black Panther in Marvel Cinematic Universe, and was amazing. Like, he was T'Challa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He put
Like-
his heart and soul into that character.
And it was just such a shock.
Because no one knew.
Because no one knew, but also just, it was, the thing is, it was so much more upsetting and shocking for me, because when we found out, it was pretty much just after we had sat down and done the whole cinematic universe marathon. Yeah. It will be sorely missed. Chi-Chi DeVane. Now, Stephen doesn't watch this show. RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
She was a contestant, and she was also a contestant on All Stars, and she was amazing. She was a lip sync assassin. She was amazing, and once again, no one really knew that she was sick.
Grant Imahara from Mythbusters.
Predominantly known from Mythbusters. He also worked on R2-D2 and on the robotics in Star Wars.
That was such a freak accident.
That, again, was very shocking and...
It just came out of nowhere.
Hit us a lot because we love Star Wars. And, well, I mean, I grew up watching Mythbusters.
I grew up watching Mythbusters too.
And he was just such a caring, funny, and amazing guy.
Yeah.
And that was so shocking. Now we're going to go for dramas. I've named all the ones that I have seen in 2020, but the main ones I'll talk about. I have a main two for each.
I have one that I want to talk about.
So, no, we'll go for me first, and then we'll go K-drama.
Oh.
So I started to watch some Thai dramas. And I got very much into it. I watched 6 of them. He's not into the Thai dramas, and that is okay. I have 2 favorites. First one is Theory of Love. So Theory of Love is so funny. It's so amazing. And the fact that it's set in a university, and the 2 leads are both film students. So it has a lot of based around film and everything like that. So like when one of them's trying to think of, oh, I'm going to confess, how should I confess? His friend goes, oh, look at the movies. How did the movies do it? So then he daydreams him doing like the scene from 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger singing and doing that. And it's so funny and so well, and it's so heart-wrenching in parts. The second one is Love by Chance, which is so funny. Again, it's university-based. There are so many good actors in there who are all idol singers as well. So I've watched that and then gone and watched all of them singing, and I'm like, I love you. I'm also learning a bit of, like, picking up some of the language from them. So, like, Kapun Ka. I love it. The other ones were Reminders, Make It Right, To Wish, and History 2. They're all amazing. I love all of them and I want to watch more because Love by Chance has a second season and I still haven't seen that. It came out last year and I'm really upset because I really want to see it. Anyways, I got Steven into K-drama. So we watched Train to Busan.
That's the first thing we watched.
He needed to see Gong Yu. And he loved it. So then I decided that trying to get him into K-drama, stick with what you know. Goblin. Who does it star? Gong Yu. And then as I kind of was half wanting actually happened. Yeah. See, there's this whole big meme and saying thing. It's mainly said about the heirs. You start watching the heirs for Lee Min Ho, but then you stay for Kim Woo Bin. You started watching Goblin for Gong Yu, and then you fell for Lee Dong Wook. Grim Reaper.
Yeah. It was just so sad.
It's a very sad... It's an amazing drama.
Yeah.
Again, it didn't come out in 2020, but we watched it, so we're mentioning it.
So I was, after Goblin, I'm like, okay, well, let's see if there's a drama that I can find. It's Okay Not to Be Okay. We binge watched that to no end.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. It's Okay Not to Be Okay is amazing. It is such a good story.
Yeah.
It's performed incredibly well by every single actor.
Yeah.
You can tell everyone wants to be there, knows their lines, knows their part, knows everything. It's funny, it's heart-wrenching, it's kind of like a scary kind of...
It was, yeah.
...feel to it. It wasn't like a straight set, this is the genre. It was like, this is the genre with this, and this.
Yeah.
And it was done so well. Hotel de Luna.
That was also another one I said, hey Amy, let's start watching this.
Is incredible. I love IU and I love her character so much because I'm used to seeing her. Well, I mean, all of her characters are like strong women. But this one was taking it just that little bit further. And it was amazingness. And like the few parts where you see her vulnerable hit so hard. But I just love IU. I mean, I don't even know what else I can say about Hotel de Luna. It's just so good. Because again, I don't want to ruin things and spoil things because they are 2021.
That one we watched. Like,
it wasn't a binge?
It wasn't a binge. It was kind of a half binge.
Alright, so then to end the video, even though this has gone for over an hour. Concerts. We watched a number of concerts last year. We watched both BTS Bang Bang cons. We only watched half of the live streaming one on YouTube because work. But that was amazing. I loved it. We watched Bang Bang Con the live.
Yeah.
Which... they played my favourite song.
Just one day.
In the world. And I knew it. He can attest to this.
Yeah,
the second I saw one of them grab a chair, I went, they're about to play Just One Day. They're about to sing Just One Day. It's just one day. And I started crying. And singing along. Emotional.
The only concert I cried in was Monster X.
Yeah. So we watched that one, and then we also watched the BTS Map of the Soul 1, which killed me with the solos. In Bang Bang Con the Live, they played a couple of the ones. They played Respect and Chingu. That was so good.
Adorable. That was adorable.
And then with Map of the Soul, the 1, all of the solo stages. Oh my god. Filter.
I really love V's one with Inner Child.
It's just like
the carousel.
I want a merry-go-round on the stage. I don't think we can do that. I'm V from BTS. We will do that for you. And Jin hugging the moon. It was just so pretty. Filter just killed me. And My Time, oh my god.
Cookie. Stop
Shadow and Ego and all of the rest of the band coming back on the stage and finishing Ego with him, and he was just so happy. Oh my gosh. And Persona, and oh my god, it was just amazingness.
Yeah.
And then finishing it off with just, oh my
making us cry again.
It was just amazing. Wonho, hashtag I Wonho you. He is the most adorableness. Even though he was practically naked, but doing his cute little bunny smile, and it was not okay. Monster X, Life from Soul with Love.
This particular concert with Monster X.
Shonyu is his bias. Wonho was his bias wrecker, but now it's I am. But yes, so obviously with Wonho not in Monster X,
They got to this song.
they were performing some of their older songs, and they were taking turns taking Wonho's part. And Seungwon got some of them, and I was very happy because he doesn't normally get a lot of parts, except for in Love Killer, and I'm like, oh, I can't get the chorus. It got to middle of the night, and this one started crying because Shonyu was singing Wonho's part as well as his own. And it was just like a dream come true for this one. He was just so emotional. Okay, well that is a small look back of 2020. I have lots of editing to do because this video is going to be like 1 hour and 20 minutes. But yes, I hope that you liked that video. If you did, press the like button, leave us comments down below. Share this on social media if you would like to. All of my social media links down below, so go check me out, follow me, friend me on all of those. If you'd like to leave any requests or suggestions for more videos that you'd like to see on my channel, then please let me know down below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. For 2021, I have a new upload schedule that I will try so hard to continue and follow. And that's going to be a video every Tuesday and Saturday. I missed the first Saturday, but yes, and you'll still get a couple of extras near the end of the month, probably that last week of the month. If there are any extra videos from the month, I'm going to try my best to upload them. They're mainly going to be the reactions because I want to really try, and if a new video comes out and we react to it, I want it to come out within the month.
Yeah.
It comes out. Well, that is it for this video, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Kirby face. 안녕.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 저는 마타세요. 하고 막 내줘서 웃깁니다.
안녕.